Hey guys, welcome back to Time Drops and welcome to another episode of What's New, a series on the channel where we run through all of what's new in the G-Shock world. As always, I'll be running through all of the latest and upcoming releases, chat a little bit about them, then give you my first thoughts and opinions. We had a mammoth episode last month with so many watches being released to celebrate what is a monumental year for the brand. And we've got a whole lot more to get through, so sit back, relax, and we'll jump right in. First up, we have the upcoming G-Shock and ICERC collaboration for another Love the Sea and the Earth edition for 2023. This special collection will be available in June and includes 3 models. We have a new colourway for the all-new Frogman model with the GW8200K-9, a Bluetooth and solar Casio with the GA-B2100-9, as well as a new upgrade to the recently released smaller squares in the GMD W5600-9. which adds the addition of Multiband 6 and Tough Solar. The first collaboration between these two released way back in 1994, and this series is inspired by that very release, with these models featuring striking black and yellow colourways. Continuing the environmental theme, and just like we're seeing on many G-Shock releases lately, the bezels and bands of these timepieces are also made up of bio-based resins, with the ICERC logo, all as one motto, and whale silhouette logo prominently displayed upon those bands. The Frogman features a whale silhouette on its LED backlight, while the 5600 displays a dolphin logo. And perhaps the best bit about this release is that the Casio features a whale as the hand on its subdial. How cool is that? A whole new meaning to whale watching. I'm sorry. The Frogman has a retail price of 79,200 yen, which translates to around $565 or £460. The Casio is priced at 27,500 yen, $195 or £160, while the small square is slightly less at 26,400 yen, $190 or £155. As always guys, the asterisk indicates a conversion from the Japanese yen price if the official price hasn't yet been announced in those regions. Really like this release. Love the Sea and the Earth collabs rarely disappoint, and neither does a black and yellow combination in my opinion. You know what it is. I can't make up my mind which model I like the most. Ordinarily, I'd go for the Casio, but with my recent pickup and newfound love of the all-new Frogman, part of me is steering in that direction. Plus, the small square packed with functionality is awesome as well. I don't know. Let me know which one you'd go for. Generally, these models are primarily released in Japan, but there may be limited availability in a few other countries, so be sure to keep an eye out if you're after one. Next up, we have 2 very exciting models releasing as part of a vintage throwback to computers and games consoles of the 70s and 80s. Following the recent remaster series drop, launching is a second revival of the 6600 with the DW6600PC-5. This time boasting a brown bezel, a cool light brown or beige band, a popping red LED light button and a clean green tinted LCD display, priced very reasonably around the $100 mark. And joining this lineup is another model we don't see very often in the GA400PC-8A, featuring a sleek grey bezel, striking red, blue and yellow accents, as well as a captivating red tinted LCD display. But most importantly, that rotary switch at 3 o'clock helping you navigate through its many functions. Priced slightly higher, around $135. Again, I'm liking this series a lot. Not too many images released of this series as yet, but the 6600 is rather reminiscent of colours used on the Commodore 64, and for those of you sneakerheads out there, feels like one that would fit nicely with some Travis Scotts. While we're looking more Super Nintendo vibes with the GA400, these watches will be released in Japan in June and are likely to follow worldwide. Both very cool options, and I can't see myself staying away from that 6600 personally. Okay, next up, and sticking with the theme of video games, although a lot more vibrant, we have 2 brand new additions to the GB001 series. We have the green and yellow GB001RG-3 and a pink and purple GB001RG-4. Both of these feature a pixel pattern on the band, along with an 8-bit style G-Shock lettering, which is cool and gives them a nice nostalgic charm. This recently revived model, otherwise known as the Jason thanks to their mask-like appearance, comes with a removable outer bezel, revealing a continuation of the pixel pattern underneath, which is particularly outrageous on this pink and purple model. Both priced the same at 22,000 yen, which is around $160, these 2 will be released in June. As you can probably tell, these aren't really for me, but certainly a cool option for those of you wanting to make a statement in the summer. And speaking of statements, G-Shock are doing just that by continuing to provide new offerings to older members of the G Squad. In addition to their innovative new releases, G-Shock are also breathing life into their older fitness model series with the GBD 100 and 200. Inspired by nighttime city training, the GBD 100 LM-1 and the GBD 200 LM-1 feature black, green and white colourways, and as you can see, the lighter green areas glow in the dark to further represent their inspiration, along with a band pattern that resembles city lights. These models come packed full of features, but most important is of course their fantastic MIP displays, isn't it? Both priced the same at 29,700 yen, which is around the $215 mark or £175. As I alluded to, with recent additions of the GBDH 2000 and the DWH 5600, video coming soon by the way, it's nice to see G-Shock not just leaving these models in the dust. I'm particularly fond of the GBD 200, so that would be my pick, but both solid options nonetheless. Next up, we're heading deeper into the night with another addition to the Blackout family of G-Shocks, and more specifically to the G-Steel family, with the GST B400 BB-1A. I recently featured the green bezeled version of this model on the channel and mentioned how the 400 is still my favourite from the G-Steel range, so it's awesome to see it get the stealth treatment, just as we saw with other half metal models such as the GM2100 and the GM110 earlier in the year. This one is priced at 57,200 yen and has an official price of $400 in the US and £349 in the UK, which is a truly fantastic offering for a timepiece that boasts a whole heap of functionality and looks as good as this. A seriously awesome timepiece there. Next up, and in a rather significant contrast, we have the Pink series. Just in time for summer, G-Shock is launching 3 punchy pink models, featuring 3 full-size models including 2 Casiokes and a DW5600. The DW5610, similar to the GA2110SL-4A4, I can't tell you how tough it is to run through all these model names by the way. Both showcase a pink on pink two-tone bezel and a pink tinted LCD display, while the GA2110SL-4A7 offers a lighter blush pink colour with a cream coloured front bezel, and a positive display colour that we're used to. These watches are also adorned with buttons featuring a rose gold ion plating. The 2 Casiokes are priced the same at 20,350 yen, which is around $145, and have an official UK price of £139, with the DW5600 being priced slightly lower at 17,600 yen, $125, or again an official price of £119. These colourways are ones we're used to seeing on smaller models, but to be honest, I'm liking them on these larger ones. 2 obviously very popular series featured within this release and in colourways suitable for everyone. As I mentioned, punchy, but with summer coming up, no better time to embrace it guys. I'd rock one, either going for the DW5600 or the lighter pink Casioke. Let me know if you'd be brave enough. Now then, ladies and gents, I've been saving this one until last because it's absolutely insane. Introducing the MTG B3000 PRB-1A, otherwise known as the MTG Aurora Oval. Just look at that. Announced just recently via their Instagram, G-Shock are releasing this limited edition model in June 2023. Inspired by the stunning Aurora Borealis, otherwise known as the Northern Lights. This incredibly unique timepiece features a stainless steel bezel with rainbow ion plating that's recrystallized just like we saw on the 40th anniversary squares earlier this year, which I can only imagine will cause absolute chaos when reflecting the light. It also features a purple translucent band which looks awesome and just adds to the overall statement this watch is making. This watch is also very reminiscent and follows in the footsteps of other G-Shock beauties, such as the Phoenix MTG B2000 and the Volcanic Lightning MTG B1000. Of course, being an MTG B3000, this watch is packed with impressive features such as tough solar power, multiband 6, Bluetooth, and that all-important protection in its sapphire crystal glass. Priced at 187,000 yen in Japan, £1,249 in the UK, and around $1,400 in the US. So obviously the high end of the G-Shock catalogue, but with everything this watch has going on, you can certainly see why it demands it. A very nice touch within this release is that, in the UK at least, G-Shock have teamed up with none other than Nico and Pride and Pinion to open up a pre-sale for you to secure yours before this officially drops in the coming months. I'm incredibly excited about this release. I've mentioned in previous episodes that I've been waiting for the right time to pick up an MTG B3000, and now looks like it might be that time. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see on the channel and I shall see what I can do. So that concludes all of the upcoming releases. Let me know which one was your favourite and roll on next month's episode. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.